Hi, this is Suzanne from Monster Tail by Tunes Design, the makers of Rainbow Loom. Today I'll be showing you how to make the Frozen bracelet. This unique bracelet is a combination of two bracelets. First, a single band tri-fish bracelet is made with solid colored bands. Then, the tri-fish is loomed inside a single band quadfish that is made with clear bands. To make a standard 7-inch bracelet, you will need about 40 solid colored bands for the tri-fish and 80 clear jelly bands for the quadfish. You'll also need a Monster Tail loom, a Rainbow Loom hook, and 2 C-clips. Pick out your color scheme and organize your bands. You can make this bracelet with any color combination for the single band tri-fish. I will only be using blue in this video. Pause the video here until you're ready to follow along. Now, let's get started. Position the loom so that the red mark is on the left side. First, make a single band tri-fish bracelet. Place your first band between these two pins. Then, with your hook, grab the outside band, bring it between these two, catch one side, and bring it over this pin. Push those down. Then you place the next band around all 3 pins. You'll have 2 bands on each pin, and that's when you lift the bottom band up and over each of the pins. Push that down. Again, place your band around all 3 pins, and then lift the bottom band up and over. You'll continue placing and looping bands until you're almost at the end of your bands. I'll show you how to measure your bracelet as you get closer to the end. Pause the video here until you're ready for that last step. Once you've used almost all of your bands, check the length of your bracelet like this. Lay your chain out, place your wrist on it, and then bring your loom around your wrist so that it just touches the end of the bracelet without pulling. That's when you know you've reached the right length. Now place a clear band around these 3 pins. And then lift the bottom band up and over each of the 3 pins. Now lift the clear band on this pin around these 2 pins. With your hook pointing toward you, put it on the hook, and then move the clear band around that pin and this one. That blue one caught, so we'll just move that down. Now, you'll have 2 clear bands on each of these pins. If you want to straighten it, you just can move your hook around the pin. Grab the bottom clear band, bring it up and over, and then on this side, grab the bottom clear band, lift it up and over. Now you move this clear band to this pin. Grab it with the hook, open side pointing toward you, and then bring it over and release. Then lift the bottom clear band up and over so that you just have one clear band left on this pin, and that's where you attach the C-clip. Attach your C-clip, make sure it's on securely, and then lift the bracelet from the loom. You've completed your single band tri-fish. Now place another C-clip on the other end of the bracelet around the 3 loops of the solid color starter band. Put your hook through each of the loops and then pull them away and slide your finger in through all of the bands. Attach a C-clip around those bands. Make sure it's on securely, and then remove your hook. Now we're ready to make the quadfish. When we make the quadfish, we'll be using clear bands. Place your first band diagonally between these 2 pins. Then with your hook, grab this band, bring it between these 2 pins, catch it on one side, and bring it around. Then grab this bottom band, sliding it between these 2 pins, catching it on one side, and bringing it around. Slide that down, and then place another band above that one, and lift the bottom band on each pin. Now look carefully in the middle. We're going to attach the C-clip from the tri-fish bracelet to these 2 bands that are in the middle. You can use your hook to lift those up if that helps you. You're going to attach the end of the tri-fish that has the solid colored bands around those 2 bands in the center. Just like this. Now we're going to slide a clear jelly band over the top of the bracelet and then around all 4 pins. You can use your hook to do this. And then once you have the 2 bands on each of the pins, you lift the bottom band up and over. I'm running my hook around this pin to straighten out my bands because you always want to make sure you're grabbing the right bottom band and lifting it over. And then push down. Place another clear band over the length of the bracelet and then slide it around all 4 pins. Lift the bottom band up and over, and then push that down. For this bracelet, you'll only be pushing down from the top. You will not grab the bottom of the bracelet and pull. If you do that, it will make the bracelet really uneven and not very good looking. So for consistency, push from the top and your bands will be evenly spaced. Again, we have 2 bands, and you'll lift the bottom band up and over each pin, making a single band quadfish around the tri-fish. We bring that clear band down, and then we make sure we get it around all 4 pins, and then we lift that bottom band. Again, you'll only be pushing down from the top. Bring your clear band down. Put it around all 4 pins, and this gets easier as you get toward the end. So I think you've got the idea of how to make this single band quadfish. So I'll fast forward from here for a little bit, and then I'll show you what I mean by pushing the bracelet down from the top. Okay, you can start to see your bracelet emerge, and if you push from the top, it has a nice tight pattern. If you pull from the bottom, it stretches it unevenly and it gets really bumpy. And I just wanted to show you this so you remember to only push down from the top, like this, each time you add a new band and loop it. Now we're almost close to the end. I'll place the last few clear bands, and then I'll show you how to finish the bracelet. And at the end here, we just have to kind of judge. I place the bands till almost all of the solid color is covered by clear bands on the outside. So we'll continue placing them till it looks just about right, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, I think this looks just about right to when you put it on the side and the blue is below the clear. So look at that closely. And now I'll show you how to finish it. You place the last clear band around all 4 pins. Lift the bottom band up and over each of the pins. And then you'll move the bands on these 2 pins across to these 2 pins. Grab the band with your hook open toward you so that you can secure it on there and it won't slip off, and bring that over and release. Do the same on this side. Bring it across and release. On these 2 pins, you have 2 clear bands, and you'll lift the bottom one up and over. Once you have a single band on each of these pins, you'll move one band over to the other pin. And there we have the 2 bands on this pin. And grab those bands on your hook, pull it up, slide your finger into that area, and then you need to move your C-clip so that all these bands are captured on that clip. They're all in there right now, just like that. Then on the other end of your bracelet, you're going to pull the C-clip away and then slide your finger into that hole that the bands are. Then remove the C-clip, and then this end will be attached around these bands, and you can release. Now the bracelet will have this open section that goes along the length of the bracelet on two sides, and this is how we'll manipulate it. You squeeze the open sides kind of together along the length of the bracelet. Just keep kind of squeezing those together. And then on the other side, what you're trying to do is make that wide gap not so wide, and it looks even all the way around the length of the bracelet. So you kind of just squish those together and look at the bracelet. Wherever you see a big gap of color, just kind of squeeze the clear bands, and then you should have it looking pretty even. And there you have your frozen bracelet.